Are you living the life you deserve, the magical and fulfilling existence that you truly want? Do you wake up every day with a feeling of joy, happiness, and excitement? Or has your journey been difficult, exhausting, and even boring? Do you feel like you're stressed out, running from one thing to the next without any sense of purpose or meaning? I understand. You feel like you're playing catch-up every day, and no matter how hard you work, you never get the rewards you deserve. The dream home, the sense of purpose, a close family, the passionate love life. You know that these things exist, but they all seem to go to other people instead of you. Would you like to experience the life you really want, a life full of purpose and excitement? Here's the good news. It's not only possible, but it's your destiny. The fact that you're watching this video right now means that you're about to discover the pinnacle of your journey, the culmination of everything you've ever experienced, and the one scientifically proven secret to unlocking your life's full potential. Whether you want to change your relationships, find a new love, create a life of abundance, or simply create enough wealth to pay off credit card debts and build your dream home, you can do it. And even though I had to literally die in order to find the answer, I'm going to give you a simple tool that allows your brain to realign itself with your goals, dreams, and passion, transforming your life in just moments. And all you have to do is click one button, because your transformation will happen automatically without years of meditation or even a difficult online course. It'll unlock your mind's potential for change, creating the life you deserve quickly and easily. Right now, I'm going to reveal to you exactly how this is not only possible, but scientifically proven to work. Starting in 3, 2, 1. My fellow spiritual being, I have a message to share with you from deep beyond the known universe, from the eternal source of truth, a place you've known of all your life and may have even connected with during rare moments of deep meditation and prayer. You've heard the stories where your spirit escapes your physical body, and for that moment, that precious and cherished moment, you are one with the entire universe, all the love and happiness in existence, and even the Creator. But what if I told you there was not only a way to access that synchronized state of oneness at will, but to begin using it to transform your financial future starting in the next 24 hours? You see, dear one, you were guided to this page by something far greater than yourself today. A divine message that's been eagerly awaiting your arrival. So listen carefully and don't miss this celestial gift that just landed like a butterfly right there in the palm of your hand. Because right now is your time. Time to open the floodgates to a river of immediate cash flow and unlimited potential that's been stored away, just hiding inside you. It's time to awaken. Awaken to your wildest dreams becoming everyday reality. Awaken to endless rivers of cash flow making their way to your front door. Awaken to the most closely kept secret of the wealthiest and happiest people in the world. Imagine the feeling of seeing everything you ever dreamed of come to fruition, even the dreams that you gave up on long ago, as you reach complete harmony with all there ever was and all there ever will be. Imagine having the ability to reach this magical place anytime you wish. Imagine welcoming hundreds of new dollars into your life daily as you begin to release the stress and the burdens of your daily life. There's just one problem. You can't seem to break free of the shackles of your daily routine and life. The hailstorm of to-dos, your suffocating job, your pile of bills, your family commitments and demands, your infinite list of errands, dashing from one thing to the next, bombarded with obligations. You multitask to your limits and the walls of stress close in. You desperately need a place to escape, to recharge, to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. to fill up your cup with new hope, to not only replenish yourself, but also your closest loved ones. Because without that place of love, rebirth, and awakening, you'll be unable to live your life to the fullest and experience the divine destiny you were born to live out. What is this divine message, you may wonder? A message so special and transformative, it has the potential to change your life within minutes of harnessing it, and change everything you think you know about the universe almost overnight. A message that can unshackle you from the money struggles, the unfulfilling relationships, the low self-confidence, the deep-rooted hurt and past traumas, and replace it with abundance, affluence, and new wealth. The message is simple, and one you may already know deep down inside. And the message is this: you are dreaming. Your world, your experiences, your thoughts and emotions, everything you know is in fact all just a dream. And if this has shocked you to hear, ask yourself this: do you dream at night? Do you? Indulge me for a moment, because this is very important. The truth is, you dream almost every single night as you fall asleep, whether you can remember these dreams or not. But how exactly is it possible that you rarely even notice? Have you ever experienced a dream that feels so real, so detailed, so authentic that you had to wake up to realize it was actually just a dream? Then you know the power of this magical place, only found in peaceful slumber. In your dreams, you're building entire worlds, like an architect designing the Empire State Building. Only in this dream state, there are no rules. The laws that govern us on this earth simply don't apply. You're able to move around the world you design at will, shape-shifting. You're able to experience the world in third person, like watching a movie that you're in control of. You can become a successful artist, accumulate wealth, buy your dream home, or simply walk carefree on an exotic island, free from worries about bills and credit cards. You're able to do and be things you only imagined of in your conscious reality. Because in your dreams, you truly are limitless. And in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you how you can access the very same power of your limitless dream state while being fully awake and present in your everyday reality. A secret so powerful, it's used by the world's most powerful billionaires and spiritually enlightened beings alike. A secret that allows you to give perfect instructions to the universe for how much of your limitless fortune you wish to tap into. And the universe delivers. I had to survive a freak accident to discover this myself. But you, my friend, you won't have to go through any of that. You get to skip ahead to the banquet of celestial treats that are just around the corner. A healthy and radiant body you're proud to show off in even the most crowded of rooms. That ability to call to light the perfect relationship where both people feel admired and loved. Enough money not to ever feel the stress of making a living or paying your bills ever again. I'm talking real money. Cash that you can withdraw from an ATM that only came into being because you wished for it to be so. Like wishing on a shooting star. Except these shooting stars don't just pass once in a blue moon, they fly by every night. How much will you wish for tonight? $100 to get your hair done? $500 to whisk you and your partner away to a lover's retreat? $1,000, $5,000 or more to finally take that all-inclusive Hawaii vacation that you've been dreaming of for years. Now, I'll explain exactly how this miraculous connection to the other realm works in the next few minutes. So please, my fellow spiritual one, keep listening closely. You're destined to receive this message, this calling. Now, I don't know how long this video will be online, so if you leave and come back, don't be too surprised if it's gone. Today is your day to hear this. Are you ready? Because it's finally time for you to discover the vibrational phenomenon what many are calling the mind of God. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Paul Thomas, a professional life coach, yoga practitioner, and a deep believer in destiny. More importantly, I'm about to take you by the hand on a magical journey to awaken your true potential for unlimited abundance in just 10 minutes a day. I stumbled upon this beautiful secret many years ago after a series of unfortunate events had me draw a line in the sand and start to rewrite the story of my life. Almost my entire adult life up until this point, I struggled to make ends meet. It was often so bad that I'd actively avoid looking at my bank balance in an attempt to trick myself into thinking that it wasn't a problem, because if I didn't see it, it wasn't there, right? I came to realize that everything I believed about money had been programmed into me since I was 6 years old. Let me take you back to my childhood. I always dreamed of going to Disneyland as a child. I'd begged my parents every year for the chance to go just one time, but we never had the money. I'd imagine myself standing there talking to my favorite characters and just for a brief moment being able to escape the sadness of my day-to-day life. But we were incredibly broke. In fact, I still remember the embarrassment of going to school with the same pair of dirty old sneakers for an entire year. It made me feel like an outsider. I'd see the other kids wearing new clothes, riding bicycles, and going on summer vacations, while I'd look on and wish that I could be more like them. As I grew up, my parents would tell me that those other parents had been dealt a lucky hand in life, that they worked just as hard but were never given a fair chance. My dad would complain about getting passed up for a promotion every year, and my mom had been stuck working in the same cleaning job for 8 years without a pay raise. It didn't fill me with much hope. I remember one time asking my dad why he couldn't just go and make more money. He replied, "This is just the way it is, son. Some people have a lot, some people don't." I carried the weight of his words with me everywhere I went. Years later, I found myself falling into the same cycle as my parents. I had somehow ended up in corporate America, working 45 hours a week doing compliance for an insurance company. Every day, I'd drag myself into work. I'd sit with a stack of papers and a ballpoint pen and have to check every single sentence for mistakes. My only salvation? The 6 minutes I'd get in the morning to drink an overpriced coffee before becoming a robot for the rest of the day. I hated it. The environment was negative, the conversations were shallow, and every day I'd wake up knowing that this huge part of my life that was draining my energy was barely keeping the lights on. I had a stack of papers sitting on my living room coffee table, about as tall as the stack in work, and it would weigh in the back of my mind, haunting me as I went about my day. Bills, late payments, unpaid taxes. I knew that if I didn't figure things out soon, my life was going to get real bad real quick. And that's exactly what happened. In one fell swoop, it all came crashing down. Our entire department was being let go. They were replacing us with an overseas company, and we had 2 weeks before every person in the office had to find a new job. A wave of terror washed over me as reality started to sink in. The mountain of bills at home that was at the back of my mind was now front and center, and I was starting to panic. I remember thinking, this is the worst day of my life. But when I arrived home, my problems escalated. I was greeted by an eviction notice pinned to my front door. Amongst the pile of unpaid bills in my living room were a number of letters warning me that another missed payment was grounds for immediate eviction. And I missed the payment. The baby elephant in the room that I'd been ignoring for months had finally grown up into an angry beast and was now destroying my life. I fell on the couch and stared at the floor as the weight of the situation became too much for me to bear. I had nobody to call, I didn't have anyone to talk to. The pressure was so heavy that I was on the verge of giving up. Little did I know, this was the universe preparing me for what was about to come. Something that literally killed me leaving me clinically dead for almost 10 minutes. You see, at this point, my life was in shambles. I'd just spent the last money I had on a winter jacket that would prepare me for the cold nights on the streets. When out of the blue, I got a call from my cousin. He had inherited a small chain of motels a few years back and was in town celebrating the opening of his new motel just off the highway from where I lived. After telling him about what had happened to me, he offered to let me stay in a room that hadn't yet been furnished at the motel until things started picking up. I looked at the digital clock on the bedside cabinet. The time read 11:11. And that night, fate took the wheel. I was feeling terrible. My cousin did his best to cheer me up, but I couldn't take my mind off how my life was panning out. Somehow, I ended up at rock bottom with no idea of how I'd turn things around. The night dragged on, and by 2:45 a.m., we decided it was time to depart. My cousin called a friend to drive us home. We got in and started making our way back to the motel. I rolled down the window, closed my eyes, and for a moment, I actually felt good. I'd totally forgotten that my life was falling apart. For a split second, it was like every worrying thought that was going through my mind just went silent. And in that very moment, we crashed. I was thrown through the windshield at 75 miles per hour, hit the ground, and for a brief period of time, I was no longer alive. What happened next makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. During that time, I was having an out-of-body experience. I was seeing what I can only imagine to be the afterlife. And it was the most beautiful, peaceful, loving place you can imagine. All of my problems were gone. My stress about money, my feelings of self-hatred and self-doubt, my longing for meaning in this life, it all vanished, and I was surrounded by an infinite bounty of love. I remember feeling the boundaries of my existence evaporate as I welcomed in an ocean of possibility and promise. What was the universe about to tell me? I felt the pressure build as the voice of God was about to grace my ears, when in an instant, it was gone. The paramedics shocked me back to life and I was back in my body. When I recovered and returned to the wreckage of my life a few months later, I became obsessed with understanding what had happened to me. I thought surely there's someone on this planet that could help me recreate that feeling so that I could regain access to the message I was just moments from receiving. I started seeing signs shortly after, incredibly clear signs that told me that if I just kept searching, I'd find the answers I was looking for. That was when the next chapter of my life presented itself to me. Let me share with you the man who truly awakened me to this divine secret. Jonathan is a neuroscientist who focuses much of his time studying spirituality. We met at a conference on how the brain works that was being hosted in the city center a few weeks after my out-of-body experience. I had heard that there have been massive breakthroughs over the last few years on understanding altered states of consciousness and near-death experiences. The man speaking when I walked into the crowd-packed room was Jonathan. I remember it vividly, almost like it was yesterday. He was talking about the subconscious mind and how it's the secret saboteur of our goals and dreams. Then he went on to a fascinating topic about brain waves, known as neural rhythms, that are constantly flowing through our minds, and how these same brain waves were proving to be more powerful than we ever realized. Oh, but the part that caught my attention the most was when he started talking about how the brain waves of someone going through a near-death experience are extremely similar to those of lifelong monks that have reached enlightenment. I decided to go up and talk with Jonathan at the end of his presentation. We hit it off and decided to grab dinner that night. After telling him about my personal experience, we instantly had a connection. In fact, it didn't take long before Jonathan invited me to his lab and even gave me a job helping him take notes on his research. Life started to become deeply, truly beautiful for me from that moment forward. I went on to discover one of Jonathan's most profound revelations. You see, during near-death experiences, we reach a state of hyper-consciousness, almost identical to the state that lifelong monks know as enlightenment. Jonathan had been working for years trying to unlock the brainwave patterns of this altered state and was on the verge of a big breakthrough that he wanted me to be a part of. A breakthrough that would take me across to the other side of the world, deep into the Himalayan mountains, and throw us into a new life filled with overwhelming financial success. I spent time mastering guided meditation techniques alongside spiritual leaders and seasoned monks. And I learned to meditate like a true spiritual master with people who've been doing it their entire lives. I attribute everything good that's happened in my life since to this very trip. Some of my wildest dreams became reality due to the insights I gained in the Himalayas. But before I get into exactly what happened, first, do me a favor. Take a look at your hands. No, seriously, please hold your hand in front of you and look at it very, very carefully. I'm about to share with you a mind-blowing discovery that Jonathan taught me, the secret of the vibrational phenomenon. Now, when you're looking at your hand, what do you notice? You can't see through it. It looks and feels solid, doesn't it? It definitely doesn't seem empty, but that's where your brain is deceiving you. Everything in the universe, all the matter in the world, including you and your body, is mostly empty space. About 99% empty space, according to physicists. In reality, your hand and everything else you can see or touch is mostly empty. There's no such thing as a solid object. Instead, everything is made up of energy. This vibrational phenomenon connects everything in the universe. The stars, the moon, and you are all made of vibrations. The world-renowned physicist Michio Kaku describes the universe as a symphony of vibrating strings. This vibrational phenomenon is what many are claiming to be the mind of God, and your mind is able to work together with those vibrations. Now, I'm sure you've heard of the idea of raising your vibration. Well, that's because those that have learned to harness this magical force are actually living their lives on a completely different wavelength, higher vibration. They only have to think that they're going to make $1,000 the next day, and it happens. They only have to imagine selling their home for above asking price, and it happens. They only have to wish for their business to blossom, and it happens. And the beautiful part is, everyone has the potential to access this higher state of being. The only problem is, you're being sabotaged. You see, your brain has two key parts. First, the conscious mind. You know, that voice inside your head. The conscious mind is what makes you who you are. This is the part of you that struggles to pay the bills or get that perfect body. The person inside who never gets the respect and gratitude you deserve. A person who's living with stress, anxiety, and depression. The daydreamer who's wishing and waiting for the rewarding life full of abundance and freedom you want. Your conscious mind would love to have more money, more loving relationships, and a healthy, radiant body. And deep down, you know exactly how to achieve all of those things. But you're being sabotaged by the other part of your mind, the part that takes up 95% of your brain activity. Second is the subconscious brain, your source of sabotage. The little voice inside your head is literally little. It takes up just 5% of your brain. Meanwhile, your subconscious mind is taking up 95% of your brain and sabotaging you. When you decide to make more money, your subconscious brain gets in the way and says, "There's no way you can do that," or "Do you really think you deserve to be rich?" When you try to improve your body, your subconscious says, "Trust me, you don't want to be healthy, you just want some sugar." And when you do your best to manifest your dreams into reality, your subconscious is busy thinking about all the stress, trauma, pain, and fear from your past. It all happens right there underneath the surface and can only be accessed in very specific conditions. One of those conditions, up until not long ago, was that you had to have years of experience meditating to get your mind into a state known as theta. When your mind is in this heightened state, your subconscious mind is wide open. A spiritual healer can then guide you through erasing negative thought patterns and flood your mind with an ocean of positivity and build new patterns that serve you rather than destroy you. And that's exactly what John sent me to the Himalayas to do: cleanse my mind of the negative thought patterns I'd stored away. You see, your mind and all the matter in the universe is made up of vibrations that are trying to synchronize. Positive energy is trying to synchronize with positive energy, and negative energy is trying to synchronize with negative energy. So when you finally tap into the subconscious mind and erase the negative thought patterns, you stop synchronizing with all of the negative events in your life, and you start synchronizing with positive events instead. And that's exactly what happened when we started harnessing the power of the vibrational phenomenon. But here's where the story gets really exciting. Jonathan was paying me well throughout all of this, and I hadn't spent a penny. So the first thing we did when I got back from my travels was I started putting my new positively charged mind to the test. I'd always wanted to get into real estate, so what better way to put my newfound spiritual powers to the test than one of the smartest investments in history? Except we were in the middle of the 2009 housing market collapse, and nobody was buying homes. That didn't stop us though. We had the power of the universe spurring us forward. We attended every auction we could find for the perfect house until we finally found one. A foreclosure that was a cool $200,000 below what we felt that it was worth. We quickly snapped it up and got to renovating. It didn't take us long before the house was ready to sell. Except the market was still down. In fact, many real estate agents would tell us nobody's buying right now and that we shouldn't expect to sell for up to a year. I still remember sitting down to meditate that night and setting the intention out to the universe to find a buyer without a real estate agency. An impossible task for a first-time seller even without the bad market. I put a sign in the garden and grinned as I knew I was about to save $20,000 in real estate commissions when my meditative manifestation came to fruition. And what happened that very weekend? A couple from out of town stopped by the house, and after no more than 15 minutes looking around, they decided to buy it. And this wasn't the last of it either. Month after month, Jonathan and I would continue to find homes and end up selling them by ourselves, using nothing more than the pure intention that we would send out to the universe through meditation. $20,000 turned to $50,000. $50,000 to $100,000. And before I knew it, I was making life-changing money. My entire world soon transformed. I moved out of my one-bedroom apartment into a beautiful 4-bedroom townhouse. Bought at auction, of course. I no longer had to worry about my 20-year-old Ford Pinto breaking down on me because I just paid top dollar for a top-of-the-line European import with all the bells and whistles. Blessing after blessing came my way as I continued to learn everything there was to know about the vibrational phenomenon. Meanwhile, Jonathan had been working on a sound wave technology that could completely replace the hours of meditation it takes to get into this magical place. He discovered that it was possible to trigger the theta state, which is highly active when deeply meditating, using sound waves carefully calibrated to the exact frequency of the subconscious mind. Oh, it was incredible. He took me to his lab, and I saw it with my own eyes. When people heard these unique sound waves, their subconscious brains opened up, and that's when we had a lucky stroke of genius. I wanted to see what would happen if we combined Jonathan's subconscious activating sound waves with the guided meditation techniques that have been used for hundreds of years. And the results? The results were unbelievably amazing. In just minutes, people with absolutely zero experience have brain scans identical to lifelong monks. It was incredible to see it in action. And when we interviewed those same people days later, they told us their lives were changing almost instantly. A real estate agent who hadn't made a sale in over 3 months sold the most expensive house her company had listed. A 47-year-old school teacher was offered a $15,000 pay raise after getting rejected for the same promotion that week. A mother of 2 working a second job as a waitress was given a $200 tip the very same day as her session. It took me months to convince Jonathan that this was ready to be seen by the public, and now it's finally here. Today, I'm sharing this unique combination of subconscious sound waves and guided meditation to access abundance, discover your purpose, and embrace your true destiny. And the truly amazing part? You can do it right at home, and it takes just 10 minutes a day. You'll see the path in front of you and begin rewriting your destiny starting tonight. And you don't have to do any hard work or difficult meditation. You simply open the program, hit play, and begin the magical transformation you've been dreaming of. And it's all possible inside one easy-to-use system. It's called 10-Minute Awakening. 10-Minute Awakening is the first system in the world to combine this enlightenment-inducing sound wave technology with guided meditation to expand your reality, create the life you want, and magnetically attract new wealth in just 10 minutes a day. It's a 3-week program created by me and Jonathan, combining the sound waves that stimulate your subconscious and age-old guided meditation techniques that monks still teach in the Himalayas. The only difference is, you don't have to become a master yogi or have a near-death experience to feel a powerful connection to the universe. In just 10 minutes a day, you'll unlock your full potential, tap into the power of your subconscious, and rewrite your mental programming to give you the life you want. Just a few years ago, I'd lost everything: my job, my home, and almost my life. But now, now, my life is totally different. I became known as a young real estate mogul after making over $3 million in my first few years. I even found my way onto a speaker circuit for some time teaching what I look for. I then took to the skies and traveled all over Southeast Asia, soaking up the vibe as I learned all that I could about the ancient history of meditation. And most importantly of all, whilst away at a yoga retreat, I found my true soulmate who's even more obsessed with spirituality than I am. You can have all of that too, and so much more. Anything you choose to manifest in your life can be yours now that you have the power to tap in to the vibrational phenomenon. Here's how the program works. In week 1, you start by reaching into your subconscious mind, using both the vibrational phenomenon and guided meditation together. We'll go deep into your subconscious using alpha and theta wave stimulation right from Jonathan's proven research. You'll also begin mastering the art of visualization, giving your mind the power to truly see the universe and the life you want. And there's no waiting period. You get results on the very first day. The alpha and theta waves stimulated in your brain will induce increased learning, focus, calmness, and rapid changes deep in your brain. Next up, in week 2, it's time to rediscover yourself. Your life has been a challenge, and we're going to fix that. We'll dive deep into your past memories and subconscious belief systems, uncovering the pain and stress that you've been carrying with you, so that we can finally erase that pain and give you a brand new life. Your relief is already on the way. Finally, in week 3, your permanent and magical transformation begins. You build your dream life in vivid detail, creating a life story that connects you with your true destiny so you can walk your unique path to success and happiness. And all of it happens in just 10 minutes a day using the vibrational phenomenon that connects us directly to the mind of God. Imagine your new life. What will you accomplish in 1 year? If you ask me, a lot can happen in 1 year. You can erase old trauma, delete negative thoughts from your mind, and rewire your mental programming. Start your new business, meet your soulmate, or even buy your dream home. It'll be easier than anything you've tried before. The brainwave stimulation technology will instantly tap into your subconscious mind, while an expert hypnotist performs the guided meditation techniques I mastered over the course of almost 10 years deep in the Himalayas. And even though this powerful program will drastically change your life over the course of 3 weeks, your results will begin to manifest immediately. You don't have to wait. Starting from the very first session, you'll begin to feel a shift in your life as you watch stress slowly melt away and the future looking brighter than ever with your audio programs transforming you day by day. And your transformation will go deeper and deeper the more you listen. Here's what Veronica had to say about her transformation. I was honestly skeptical, but it took less than 2 minutes before I started feeling more calm and relaxed. A few days later, I was a totally different woman. I'm in control, just like you said, and today, 1 year later, I'm finally going to buy my dream home. And she's not the only one. 10-Minute Awakening has helped thousands of people reach their full potential, and as I've seen for myself, it can work for anyone. I know this magical transformation will happen for you because of 2 important reasons. The first reason is that I've poured over 7 years of research and testing into this program, and it's transformed lives all over the world. And the second reason is that I've experienced the very same transformation myself, although it was much more difficult and painful for me than it will be for you, since I had to go through a traumatic car accident and travel all over the world, while you simply have to enjoy the audio program at home. I'm going to give you the ultimate shortcut to happiness and abundance, a secret that I only discovered after literally dying. Now, if you're ready to get started and begin changing your life right now, go ahead and click that button below. It allows you to save 88% on the normal cost of this life-changing system that Jonathan and I designed today only. But if you want to learn more about how this program physically changes and grows your brain, just keep watching, because it's about to get really exciting. You remember earlier when I talked about how we'd found a specific frequency that almost instantly opened up the subconscious mind and allowed us to access the full potential of our brain? Well, this magical frequency is known as theta waves, and it's the secret to erasing negativity in your mind even if you've been struggling with self-doubt all of your life. Theta waves are the brain's natural subconscious language, and they're also the manifestation roadblock that's been holding you back. Theta waves are used by the brain during deep sleep. But that's not all. Theta waves are essentially the memory language of your brain, and they can create and store new memories like the traumatic events that have left you scarred. Trigger changes in your subconscious to expand your potential. Most importantly, they allow your brain to grow, change, and be rewired through neuroplasticity. You see, some brains are stuck. They repeat the same thoughts over and over again. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough to get the promotion I want. I'll never be able to lose weight no matter how hard I try. I don't deserve to become a rich and successful person. Does this ever happen to you? If so, you're certainly not alone in this daily battle. But it does not have to hold you back anymore. Theta waves actually open the subconscious mind and allow you to physically change your brain. That's exactly what neuroplasticity is, the ability to change your brain's chemical and physical structure. You see, we're not just clearing away stress and reducing anxiety. We're combining your brain's natural negativity eraser with the power to rewire your mental programming and connect you directly with a higher purpose. a new life, and the power of manifestation. You see, dear one, the subconscious stimulation you're about to experience will put your entire brain to work for you, not just the 5% of your brain that makes up your conscious mind. Your conscious and subconscious mind will finally work together to create the life you want. This is why 10-Minute Awakening is the only proven way to get the full benefit of the law of attraction and manifestation. By using your entire mind to bring abundance into your life, you can finally experience the joy, the happiness, and the love you want. I know it sounds incredible, but it's actually very simple. You'll physically erase and change your subconscious memories, becoming a brand new person at the physical and neurological level. When we trigger theta waves with sound wave stimulation technology based on the vibrational phenomenon, the subconscious mind becomes activated and opens up. That gives us the perfect opportunity to rewire negative thoughts and painful memories through guided meditation. But we don't stop there. There's one more critical step you need to take after opening your subconscious, and it's another brainwave frequency known as alpha waves. Psychologists have studied alpha waves for their ability to calm the mind, reduce stress, improve symptoms of depression, and increase your inner creative genius. But there's so much more they can do. After the theta waves clear out negativity and open your subconscious, alpha waves allow us to reprogram your subconscious, forcing the guided meditation sessions deep into your mind. You can think of theta waves as the eraser and alpha waves as the pencil. You need both to erase negativity and rewrite the mental programming that's holding you back from accomplishing your wildest dreams. Think about that. How would you feel in 21 days when you finally erased negativity and replaced it with a higher state of consciousness, focus, creativity, and happiness? It is 100% possible because the sound wave stimulation technology Jonathan discovered has allowed us to trigger both theta and alpha waves together. And after all, your dream life is not just a dream. It's entirely in your power to make it come true, and I can prove it to you in just a moment. Think about your dream home, your dream car, the close, loving relationship you want, and an abundance of financial security and freedom. Here's the secret to obtaining them. All of these things already exist. You just have to bring them into your own life. After all, what's the real difference between a millionaire and a homeless man? I've been both, and I can tell you that it's not something different about your DNA or your childhood. It's simply a matter of the mind and its ability to attract wealth. And it's not just true for money. Whether you want to discover your purpose in life, experience closer, more meaningful relationships, or simply enjoy more happiness and love, all of it's waiting for you. And you finally have the key to achieving your dream life thanks to 10-Minute Awakening. But unlike all the competitor programs on the market, we developed 10-Minute Awakening to be 10 times more effective than sound waves alone, using the age-old power of guided meditation. Because scientists and spiritual leaders alike know that guided meditation is a powerful technique. It's been used since ancient times to create a sense of calmness and happiness, release stress, and help improve the mind. But we've taken it one step further. We've combined guided meditation with the science of neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. Now, if that sounds scary, don't worry. It's actually very simple. You see, when we use scientifically tested combinations of words and phrases, we can trigger a powerful change that penetrates deep into the subconscious. It's like the difference between someone telling you to relax or take a deep, calming breath. Yeah, they both mean the same thing, but one of those phrases is 10 times more powerful. So we carefully choose the best words and phrases to trigger the greatest possible change in your body and mind. It truly combines ancient holistic meditation with modern neuroscience. In fact, This technique alone will help you erase old programming and achieve a higher state of consciousness. But when we add the vibrational phenomenon, that power multiplies, forcing the guided meditation deep into your subconscious. 10-Minute Awakening is literally the only program in the world that combines the power of guided meditation, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and brainwave stimulation technology to trigger the most effective transformation possible in your mind. And even though it cost me over $300,000 to create this program, I'm practically giving it away right here on this website. That's because I'm absolutely obsessed with helping people like you and me unlock their full potential fast. My dream is to help 1 million people change their lives with the 10-Minute Awakening system, and I want you to be next. But first, let me ask you, if this program truly delivered on its promise, what would it be worth to you? What would you pay to have absolute control over your life and your destiny? What would you be willing to spend on the ability to manifest your dreams, all with the power of your subconscious mind? What if you could erase stress, discover your purpose, and experience happiness and excitement every day? You could feel your deep, permanent connection to a higher power. Imagine actually breaking free from every obstacle that holds you back from achieving your dreams. What would that be worth to you? $1,000? $10,000? $100,000? Getting expert coaching for a year with the legend Anthony Robbins will cost you $1 million, and you still have to do all the hard work of changing your own behavior instead of letting your subconscious mind do its job. Well-respected gurus of personal development regularly sell their courses and programs for $2,000, and it's not designed with any of this advanced technology that you'll receive inside 10-Minute Awakening. Or what about seminars? These too can cost thousands of dollars for a weekend experience that may pump you up in the moment, but then fade away fast as you find yourself back in normal life. That's why 10-Minute Awakening is truly special and one of a kind. You can simply push a button and receive the overwhelming benefits of this program anytime you want, anywhere you want, and listen as much as you want. And the best part is, it'll cost you practically nothing at all today. But that's not all. Because as a special thank you for watching this entire presentation right now, I'm also going to include some incredible bonus programs to turbocharge your manifestation powers. In fact, when you try 10-Minute Awakening today, you'll also get over $297 in free gifts. Bonus number 1 is a powerful theta wave program that uses these miraculous vibrations to induce an instant calming effect that gets deeper and more relaxing over time. It's called Melt Away Stress, and for many people, it's worth well over $49, especially if your life is stressful and busy. Negativity simply melts away as these sound waves wash over your mind. It's the easiest and fastest way to relieve stress and relax, and compared to a $200 massage, the value is incredible. Now, the next step in your transformation is bonus number 2, the flow state. You remember those alpha waves that generate more creativity, focus, and overall power in your brain? This bonus program rapidly triggers your brain's alpha waves to give you a huge boost in focus and mental clarity. If you're trying to build a new business at home, score a big promotion, or simply tap into your full potential for creativity and focus, then this program is an absolute necessity for you. I personally use the flow state every day before work, because without it, I'm only working at about 30% of my full potential. Up next is a free gift I'm calling Purify and Heal. It uses gamma wave technology to spark a physical change and real transformation in your body down to the cellular level. The power of this frequency simply cannot be overstated. I've seen it rejuvenate the most exhausted, overworked people suffering from discomfort and pain. And if you look at cells and energy under a microscope, you can actually see them transforming in real time. Now, bonus number 4 is extra special. Creative Sleep is designed to turn your nightly slumber into a magical moment of creativity and innovation. Artists, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and mathematical geniuses have long praised the power of sleep to bring them incredible new ideas. The only problem is they couldn't actually control those dreams. Instead, they had to just cross their fingers and pray for a spark of genius. But now it's possible to take control and use sleep to your advantage every single night. Now here's a little fact you might not have heard. Thomas Edison built a sleep hypnosis chair. When he was tired and groggy, he used this chair to stimulate his brain's natural theta waves. He said that this chair was the key to so many of his greatest ideas and inventions. It was like using sleep as a treasure chest with infinite gold and diamonds, just waiting to be opened up and explored. But Creative Sleep allows you to unlock your natural dream state automatically without engineering a sleep chair, and let the creativity flow every single night. This bonus program normally sells for $49 to $99 on its own, but it's just another free gift that I'm giving away to anyone who tries 10-Minute Awakening today. And here's bonus number 5, the 10-Minute Awakening Quick Start Guide. It's a book designed to help you get rapid results fast. Now, it may not look like much, but this quick little book will help you get the most out of your transformation from day one. You won't have to spend any extra time trying to figure out how this massive course works. You'll hit the ground running and get real results fast, starting in the first few minutes after you get access to the course. All together now, you're getting 1. Melt away stress to instantly give yourself the relief you need. 2. The flow state to tap into your potential for deep, innovative thoughts. 3. Purify and Heal, which uses your brain's natural ability to rejuvenate your body through the scientifically proven brain-body connection. 4. The Creative Sleep bonus that unlocks your subconscious potential for creative genius. And 5. The Quick Start Guide to help you get results from day one. Now, these 5 bonus gifts are sold separately for a total of $297. But I'm giving you complete access to all of them today, absolutely free, when you get the 10-Minute Awakening program right now. Here's what some of our members have to say about it. Jennifer from Rivers Edge, New Jersey says, "I have to admit I was a little bit skeptical when I first saw your video. I felt like I'd tried everything: meditation, the law of attraction, affirmations, you name it. I guess I'd grown a little bit cynical. It all sounded great, but none of it worked for me. But I'm so glad I gave your system a shot. After practicing the techniques you taught us, I knew I'd finally tapped into what's been missing all my life, and now I know why all those other systems failed to give me what I was looking for. Finally, something works. I've never been happier. I've more than tripled my income in just a few months, reconnected with my mom, who I haven't spoken to in years, and I've lost nearly 30 pounds. I've never looked or felt better. Thank you." Veronica Hall on Facebook says, "Amazing. If you aren't sure, just trust me. It's incredible. I met the perfect man a week later. We're getting married this spring." Sarah from White Plains, New York says, "I'm 53 years old. 2 years ago, I was laid off and I've been out of work ever since. And to make a bad situation worse, I'm recently divorced. No matter how hard I worked, everything in my life just went wrong. But your video changed everything. I immediately knew how I got so far off track and what I needed to do to fix it. Now I own a successful business of my own, I've met the love of my life, and I'm finally the woman I always knew I was meant to be. I can't thank you enough." Marie P. from Dallas, Texas says, "I've always been a big believer in vibrations and fate, but I could never seem to really control it, you know? It was more like it just happened randomly. But 2 weeks ago, I got 10-Minute Awakening, and everything changed. I can finally see the connection between my own brain and the things that manifest around me. I'm so grateful for my new life." Mikey Henderson says, "I woke up the next day and my whole life was different. I really couldn't believe how fast it worked. I'm confident, happy, and pretty soon I'm pretty sure I'll be rich. The way things are going is crazy. Thank you." Connie from Indiana says, "I lost my job a few weeks ago. Spent a lot of time on the internet at home. Then I saw 10-Minute Awakening. Figured I'd try it out. I really didn't expect it to work, but wow. Losing my job ended up being the perfect opportunity for me. I'm making 3 times the money and working a lot less." I love hearing from people who change their lives with 10-Minute Awakening, and your transformation could be even better. In fact, I insist that once you experience your transformation and embrace your true destiny, that you send me a quick email to tell me your story. You don't have to write a novel. I just want to read a few sentences about your new life and the gifts you receive. I truly love nothing more than to hear from the people I've helped, and I really hope you'll reach out to me to tell me about your new life full of happiness and a sense of purpose. The rest of the team loves to read them too. Thanks to our incredible team of scientists, hypnotists, and meditation experts, our research institute has finally made this incredible manifestation power available to the public. We kept this program private for a long time, not because we're greedy for the power and lifelong transformations that are possible, but because we wanted it to be 100% perfect. Now, after a ton of testing and analysis, we're finally ready to share it with the world, and you can be one of the first humans to reach your full potential through this combination of NLP, guided meditation, and the vibrational phenomenon. It cost us over $300,000 to develop 10-Minute Awakening, but we're giving it away for less than $100 today. Combining the latest subconscious sound wave stimulation with ancient guided meditation techniques, it was not easy, but it will probably save you at least 10 years of meditation practice. It took me almost a decade to reach the deep meditative trance that 10-Minute Awakening triggers within the very first day. 10-Minute Awakening is by far the most powerful system we've ever created, and I'm giving it to you for less than half the normal price today. Plus, I'm giving you all the bonus gifts that I mentioned earlier, including Melt Away Stress and the Flow State, worth over $297, and it's yours absolutely free. You'll experience a magical transformation deep in your subconscious, starting from the very first session. You'll completely eliminate stress and uncertainty, experience a higher state of consciousness, and discover your purpose in this beautiful universe, rewrite negative mental programming, and embrace your true destiny. Right now, on this website only, I'm giving you 10-Minute Awakening plus your free bonus gifts worth $297 for just $47. But you have to take this limited time deal as soon as possible. I'm practically giving away the subconscious reprogramming system you need for just $47, along with all the bonus gifts when you place your order today. But you have to understand something. I do not work alone. Our research institute has a team of scientists and experts in neurology, neuro-linguistic programming, hypnosis, meditation, and more. We cut the price down as low as possible to make it available to everyone, but our expenses are quickly adding up. Our mission is to make the world better for everyone. That's why we're giving away $300,000 in research and human potential for just $47. But we can't keep bleeding money forever. So please, don't miss your chance, because the price will go up. And once you see the effects of this program, you won't believe how much your life changes and improves. Imagine wiping the slate clean and clearing away negativity forever. Imagine gaining the power to visualize a new future, rewire your subconscious programming, and begin manifesting the life you really deserve. That's exactly what will happen when you try 10-Minute Awakening today. Now, I know for a fact that your life's about to change forever, and I want you to have the same certainty. That's why I'm putting my money where my mouth is and giving you a 60-day money-back guarantee. So even though you'll begin to experience an incredible transformation from the very first session, maybe even in the first few minutes, if you don't believe it was worth every penny and more at the end of your 60-day period, then I'll refund your entire purchase, no questions asked. My goal is to help as many people as possible. In fact, it's my mission in life. This is my divine purpose, and I want to help you discover yours today. So please, simply give 10-Minute Awakening a try. If you don't love the whole new world of happiness and joy you experience, then simply request your refund. Hey, no hard feelings and no questions asked. I'm willing to put everything on the line here because I know you'll never want to go back to your boring, unfulfilling life once you get the power to change your life and embrace your destiny. Your new life begins now. Just click that button below right now to get started. You deserve it. Try 10-Minute Awakening today. Click that orange button and you'll be taken to a page that looks like this. Then, simply fill out the form and begin your transformation. Your privacy is guaranteed and your purchase is secure. 10-Minute Awakening is sold on the popular online marketplace ClickBank, which is very similar to Amazon and has done billions of dollars in digital product sales. They safeguard all your data and payment information, and your security is 100% guaranteed. And there's an extra layer of payment protection for you because ClickBank will guarantee your purchase no matter what. It's why we chose this platform. All you have to do now is click the button below to get started now. I can't wait to see your transformation. When you complete your order, you'll be taken to a registration page like this. Here, you'll create your account to log in to the members area. You'll choose a username to log in with, as well as a password to keep your account secure. It's important that you write your details down somewhere safe so you can always access the program. From there, you'll be taken to a welcome page that has the access links to everything you need to get started. All right, my dear, you have all the information you could possibly need. I've shown you how this program is designed unlike any other, how it transformed my life and the lives of thousands of others using it. So right now, you only have two paths. The first path is filled with excitement, opportunity, and a small leap of faith risk-free with my 60-day money-back guarantee when you simply try 10-Minute Awakening for yourself. So, what if I'm wrong? What do you really have to lose? A few minutes out of your day at most. On the flip side, if I'm right, which countless members before you have found to be true, then you'll finally unlock the ability to manifest your wildest dreams. The universe will serve you, and your family will thank you for everything you're able to provide them. You'll feel aligned with your destiny and watch as your guardian angels dance with joy that you were finally able to get on the right path. Or you can take the familiar path number 2. You can leave this page and continue living your life exactly the same way. The same house, the same relationships, the same stressful challenges, all of it. And the worst part, if you ask me, is having to wonder if you made the right choice. Because if you take option 1 and take me up on my 60-day money-back guarantee, well, you really don't risk anything. Either your life will completely change for the better with more happiness, passion, and excitement than ever before, or you get a full refund. This is not a hard choice. You just have to take action. Click that button below right now and see what your life could be like with 10-Minute Awakening. I promise you'll be amazed at the results. Click that button right now while this presentation is still online. Still thinking about your decision to try 10-Minute Awakening? Let me make this decision even easier. I have one more bonus I want to give you, and this is absolutely critical if your life is stressful. If you often find yourself frustrated, tired, or just plain overloaded, then this is for you. I'm giving you 2 bonus binaural tracks to trigger calming relaxation and brain-boosting power in just minutes. These carefully calibrated frequencies will instantly induce a calming effect. You can listen to these at any time during the day to quickly recharge, re-energize, and reinvigorate yourself. You can use these frequencies to put yourself in the right mental state for just about anything. Anytime you need to get in the zone, clear your mind, or simply give yourself an extra boost to tackle a big challenge, You just simply put in your earbuds and turn on one of your bonus binaural tracks. The Alpha track gives you access to your brain's natural creativity, and it can also be used to calm your mind and reduce stress. The Theta track induces rapid improvements in your mind. In fact, you should only use this track if you're ready to see a massive change in your negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. It's also perfect for those high-performance moments where you need to be at the top of your game. Simply click that button below to get these free gifts, plus the 5 other bonuses as well as your 10-minute awakening program. This is the magical transformation you deserve. Get started now. Click that button below. Let me address a few questions I get, just in case you're still wondering if the 10-minute awakening and the life-changing bonuses are really right for you. How long until I see results? When we tested this technology in the lab, many students had a calm, relaxed feeling in a deep meditative state within 2 or 3 minutes. In less than 1 week, you should experience a significant improvement in your stress, anxiety, and self-doubt. And by the end of the 3-week program, you will have a completely new life, guaranteed. Is your story real? Yes, 100%. I know it's hard to believe, but I really have transformed my life since discovering the 10-minute awakening. I moved across the country to my dream home in San Diego, sold my old home for above asking price, built a $1 million agency, and met my perfect match and began an incredible romantic relationship. I'm happy to share all the details with you. Just send me an email if you want to know more. I'm extremely busy. Can I still do this? Yes, there are no books to read, no complicated exercises, and no extra work for you. Simply allow 10-minute awakening to trigger subconscious changes in your mind. It literally takes 10 minutes, and anyone can do it, no matter how busy they are. I wanted to create a program that gave people the kind of deep meditation and lifelong transformation that usually takes years to unlock. And I'm so happy to say that we did it. Do I need a special computer or smartphone? No. Any device will let you listen to these binaural beats and guided meditation tracks. iPhones, Android phones, Mac, Windows, any device will work. The secret didn't work for me. Will the 10-minute awakening work? Great question. These other programs often fail because they focus on your conscious brain, the 5% of your mind, the little voice inside your head. But 10-minute awakening unlocks the full power of 100% of your brain by triggering real changes in your subconscious. You don't have to stand in the mirror and repeat mantras all day long. You simply let the subconscious transformation bring you the universal gifts you want. How does the 60-day money-back guarantee work? It's very simple. If you don't love your magical transformation for any reason, I'll give you a full refund. Seriously, I won't even ask you why you want your money back. I want to do everything I can to help you reach your transformation, so I'm taking 100% of the risk here. I'm extending my hand to you. All you have to do is say yes. Click the button below to try 10-minute awakening and experience your transformation starting today. Get started now.